If you want to live in the epitome of luxury, in a home that offers sweeping views of the ocean and downtown Miami, then this home is for you. But the home does not come cheap. You should be willing to part with $150 million. The compound hosts two mansions that allow you to travel through time. One is a contemporary residence with all modern amenities, while the other is listed as a historic site. Adrian Arsht, a business leader and philanthropist, owns the most expensive home in Miami and has hoisted the one-of-a-kind and lavish property on the market with a gigantic price tag of $150 million. If the home goes for anything close to that amount, it will be the most expensive residential transaction in Miami history. A waterfront mansion on Miami Beach's Star Island that sold in December 2021 for $75 million held the previous record. The Coconut Grove home has a storied history, with links to a U.S. Secretary of State, a Broadway entertainer, a music superstar, and even an imprisoned felon. Today's video will give you a virtual tour of the most expensive home in Miami. The waterfront home, named Arsht Estate, is located in Miami's affluent Coconut Grove and overlooks Biscayne Bay. It is adjacent to the Vizcaya Museum and Gardens, formerly known as Vizcaya Villa, which was the home of the famous industrialist James Deering. Vizcaya has been a museum since the 1950s. The 4-acre compound hosts two mansions, the Indian Springs, built in 1999, and Villa Serena, built in 1913 by William Jennings Bryan, a 3-time presidential candidate and 1-time United States Secretary of State. The home makes up one of the most prominent properties in the area. The two mansions share a 400-foot private bay frontage, and a stone path connects them. Together, their interior, including other ancillary buildings on the compound like guest houses, covers 25,000 square feet, with a total of 12 bedrooms and 17 bathrooms. Indian Springs is approximately a 20-year-old mansion built in a style similar to Villa Serena on land once owned by Peggy Hopkins Joyce, a former Ziegfeld Follies star, and her then-husband, millionaire James Stanley Joyce. Indian Springs is designed for large-scale entertaining and features a courtyard for greeting guests and a formal fireside living room. Arsht enlisted Jose Gelabert Navia, a former dean of the University of Miami School of Architecture, to design the mansion. It has 5 bedrooms, a grand salon, a massive dining room that can seat up to 20 guests, a family room affectionately referred to as a garden room, and an enormous lawn with lush gardens and flowers. The interior is exquisite, featuring curved 20-foot-high ceilings, French doors that lead out to an alfresco dining terrace, and marble floors. The rooms at Indian Springs offer a front-row view of the water. Other highlights include a wood-paneled office and rotunda with panoramic city views, a gourmet kitchen with a center island, 2 butler pantries. Upstairs, a spacious master retreat has walk-in closets, baths, and dual balconies. Outdoors, there is a full-size tennis court and a swimming pool with a duo of baths carved into the coral rock under its deck, plus a guest house with 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a gym on top of a 6-car garage. Though Indian Springs is the home's main residence, Villa Serena's rich history is sure to lure buyers. Bryan enlisted the services of August Geiger, a 20th century architect, to construct the mansion in 1913 in the Mediterranean Revival style, with elements of Italian and Spanish inspiration. When Bryan moved into the area, it was known as Millionaire's Row. The winter home was a site of significant social events and gatherings hosted by Mr. and Mrs. Bryan. Arsht purchased the 3-bedroom home for a total of $16 million in 2007 after learning that a developer intended to buy it and tear it down. She fell in love with Villa Serena and worked to restore and preserve it. Following its renovation in 2012, the home is currently on the National Register of Historic Places. After its meticulous restoration work was completed, Arsht hired Tom Bent, an interior designer, to source period-appropriate decor, including wicker rocking chairs. Despite its modern updates, the mansion has retained much of its charm. Open living spaces downstairs are adorned with colorful Cuban tile floors and include an updated marble-clad kitchen Fitted with high-end appliances and dual islands, there is a private office leading to a courtyard. 2 staircases lead to the private sleeping quarters on the second floor that hosts a primary suite that overlooks the ocean. The floor is equipped with an office and an additional guest bedroom with a luxe bath and a garden view guest room. Over a detached 3-car garage is a carriage house with 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a kitchen. Mature banyan and kapok trees surround both mansions and deliver even more privacy. Though rising waters are a concern in Florida, the home sits 15 feet above the water on a coral bluff, which protects the mansions from the rising waters. Adrienne Arsht, the 80-year-old Delaware native, splits her time between Miami, Washington, D.C., and New York. In 2020, she purchased a $10 million home built in 1893 for Nevada Senator Francis Newlands. She plans to maintain a residence in Miami, but will donate proceeds from the sale of the Arsht estate to charities that she has not yet identified. Ashley Cusack, the listing agent and vice president of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services EWM Realty, says that you cannot find anything like this home on the market today. Buyers across Miami are trying to acquire parcels of waterfront land in various neighborhoods, but this home is already a magnificent assemblage with 2 residences on it. She added that this is a unicorn for the market, with a unique offering that cannot be duplicated. The home's history is very telling. Over 100 years ago, when the world's most prosperous were discovering Miami and could build anywhere, they chose Coconut Grove. It is extremely central, is high on the bluff, and has breathtaking water views. Would you pay $150 million for a home? What is your favorite feature or amenity in the Arsht estate? Leave your comment below. Please subscribe and hit the bell for more exciting videos like this one.